How's everyone doing? Is it still so cold down in Cape Town? I heard it was freezing. Or were
No,
there people exaggerating?
it's gorgeous
No,
now. It was freezing this morning.
Oh, was it? Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Because I must admit, I'm still in shorts and a t-shirt and slops down in plate here. But the mornings are getting a bit cooler. So,
No, we're having four seasons in one day in Gauteng.
oh, are you? Okay, it does get to
Yeah.
that point, doesn't it? You know,
Yeah,
so
well, it starts with autumn, then we go to spring, then we have summer, and then winter
yeah.
starts at 5:30. So,
I must admit it not though. I do find myself like at about 6 o'clock in the evening, sneaking off to my room, finding my slipper socks, putting my slipper socks on, and then going back to the lounge. So yeah, it's either living in a tiled house or it is getting cooler. So yeah,
well, it's May and it's still getting up to 28 degrees. We got
beautiful.
28 today.
Oh, nice, Leonie. I know I actually just chatted with my aunt and she said it was very nice as well.
Yeah.
So
lovely
good.
in London.
Yeah, I believe London's actually really good today. I trained a team in Bournemouth and they were like, wow. And then I could see coming through the window the sunshine. That was over
Yes.
lunch today.
Yeah, summer's arrived.
Love it. And that's the best summer. Long evenings. Excellent. Excellent. Cool, guys. Well, listen, let's get started. I don't want to waste too much of your time. Hey, Jerry, so you snuck in there. We got Da.
Hi
Okay,
there.
let me let Kaz in. How you doing? Everyone good? Sorry, I'm still
Good,
letting in
good.
people. Okay, good, good. So, guys, fourth town hall coming up. I can't believe it's our fourth one already. I think doesn't mean we've been going for 4 months because I only started putting this together beginning of February. But yeah, we've had some interesting developments, so I look forward to sharing those with you. Hello, Kaz. Hello, Josie. Nice to see you guys. And yeah, let's get started. So, guys, let's start with the good news. The platform's done exceptionally well. We have got now just under 400 people, 395, which is great. Hey, Chantal, sorry, I just saw you now. And all is good. Have been loving the interactions. Any feedback from you around the platform? Anything that you want to share? Just unmute yourself, have a chat. I'd love to hear from you. Everyone good? Is everyone just a little bit
So
shy, maybe?
I'll say something, but not about the new platform, the Facebook platform. I think it was one Saturday about 2, 3 weeks ago that I was like urging everybody to join the new platform, but I don't know, people are not getting it. Are you happy with that? Are you gonna kill that one off at some stage, or is it gonna run until?
Jerry,
Just curious.
that's a very interesting question, and I'm going to cover it further down in today's session. Okay, okay. So also, what I want to do is, you know, the platform has worked really well. It's great, but unfortunately, what happens often is bad news comes with good news. So while Sasha and I were just having a laugh, I was sitting in a conference in Istanbul 2 weeks ago. I got an email from the guys from Superwave, and guess what? They've sold the platform. So let me take you through the story of this platform. So in January, I kind of had spent a lot of time. I know most of you know I had a knee operation in December, and I spent a lot of time, you know, thinking and trying to figure things out. And I was like, I need a community. I mean, we had the community on Facebook, but the Facebook community always irritated me, and it was because I was always seemed to be approving posts that were like around Bitcoin or porn, and you know, some people were just lurkers there, and I just thought I can do better with this. So I started looking at different platforms. So I discovered platforms like Circle, like Heartbeat, Mighty Networks, all really awesome platforms. In that search, I stumbled across another platform called Superwave. Now, Superwave is actually owned by Hopin. So those of you that were around during COVID times will remember Hopin because that's where a lot of the conferences were hosted on. And Hopin decided that they were going to start their own community platform. So chatting to the head of Superwave with Shane, he said to me, look, I can see that you've got the community. I mean, I'd done meetings with him. I'd given him a screen share of the Facebook community. He says, like, you're ready, like, just pull the plug. He said, what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to give you 6 months for free because all of the other platforms you have to pay for. We're doing the beta testing, which is why I put in all of the beta testers so we could figure out all of the bugs and everything before we like launched all of those things. And it was brilliant. Until 2 Fridays ago, when I was sitting in Istanbul, and I got an email saying we have sold to a company called Bending Spoons, which a little bit of research, just an Italian company. And it's really sad because we can't continue using Superwave. Literally on the 1st of May, it's going to be squashed. We're going to be booted out. And they're not even going to continue with it. They've literally bought Hopin because Hopin is linked to StreamYard. And as most of you know, a lot of the podcasts and webinars that we watch are all through StreamYard. And yeah, etc., etc. So I've been through all of this for the last 2 weeks. I've met with them. I've like, is there a way? Is there something else we can do? And until I figure out what else we're going to do, the good news is, and I'm really grateful about this because I nearly didn't, going back to your question, Jerry, the good news is we still have this, which is the revamped Facebook group, which we're going to have to go back to because I don't want to lose the community. So I have spent literally the last, pretty much this week, I've sat on calls with Meta, I've looked at Facebook group structures, I've actually tightened up that whole Facebook group. There's no more that you can post anonymously on that group. It's all shown. There's tighter controls. I figured out that I can make people moderators and admins, and I'm going to be doing a bit of a call out on the group to people who want to volunteer to doing this. And we're just going to go back to that group for now. A combination of things, to be honest, is that capacity. I mean, setting up that Superwave platform, as you can imagine, was a fair amount of work. It's a lot to keep it going and keep the conversations going and finding things to post. And my schedule for the next little bit is really tight. I'm in Spain at the end of this month. I've now confirmed to be going to Colombia in August to present at a conference, which is going to be pretty cool. I was talking to a friend of mine in Australia this morning. I said, you're going to come back like Shakira, you know, like your hips don't lie. So I don't know if I can go that far, but I'm going to be there. And it's just really tight. I've got a lot of training teams at the moment, a lot of people going through my academy. I just picked up a client in the UK that are doing, 20 lunch and learn sessions with me every Tuesday and Thursday. So it's just really busy. And I'm a little bit naffy about it, to be honest, because, thanks, Faye. It's more of a pain in the arse than anything, because I was really enjoying the community, to be honest. When Sasha and I actually were in Istanbul together, she actually brought over a book for me that's actually behind me in the bookshelf called People Powered, which is all about the art of community. And for me, the way that I'm taking this is I'm not taking it as a personal hit because there's absolutely nothing any of us could do. Again, Sasha on that Friday came up with a good idea of why don't you just build your own platform, which is still something that I need to explore, but we still have the community. It's not like the community's collapsing, people need to leave. It's literally, okay, everyone go back to the Facebook group, which is a little bit naff because I know that I slated it and hated it, but I know with the new settings and everything in place, it will be better. But we're all just going to have to go back there in the meantime until I figure something out. So that is where we stand, guys. I just wanted to share with you. So you're going to see a lot more activity in the Facebook group. I've decided to, change things around. I'm still going to be doing these town halls, by the way, where once a month we're going to get together. There's going to be no agenda, I think, just to chat and shoot the breeze and find out what's happening in the recruitment industry, maybe do some team sourcing, almost like AMA sessions, ask me anything kind of slots. What are you struggling with? So I just wanted to get your thoughts around that. I haven't mentioned it to anyone. I knew the town hall was coming up and this is the right platform to do it on for those of you that could be here. I appreciate it. But I'll have to start making announcements next week because I actually don't want to leave it until the end of the month. I've got everyone's email addresses who've signed up to Superwave. So there's going to be an email going out saying, go back to the Facebook group, those kind of things. Faye, good question. Is the LinkedIn not an option? My concern around LinkedIn is that you never know what the greater play is with them and Microsoft. So I don't want to start something in LinkedIn and then suddenly it becomes a paid for only platform and all of those things. And LinkedIn groups, I don't like the way they treat groups because you know what it's like. We've all been LinkedIn users for long enough. 6 months, they're pushing groups, rah, groups this, group that, and then you don't hear about groups for 12 months. So for me, I'd rather have Facebook. Everyone's on Facebook anyway. As Jerry said, so many people just were reluctant to move across as much as we tried. So it was a bit, so I don't know whether those people are there So we're going to have to go back and have a look. But I do want to just say a big shout out to all of you, because you have all been great at keeping the conversations going and posting content and really sharing. And I'd love that kind of community feel coming back into the Facebook group. So yeah, what about comments from you guys? Mute, Jerry. I can see you chat. You
Yeah,
talking.
I mean, I always talk, I know too much. We have to deal with what we have to deal with, right? At the end of the day. So yeah, let's go back and just make it great.
Exactly.
That's all. Yeah.
Absolutely. So again, yeah, Jose, I completely agree with you. Superwave was great. They were onto something amazing. I way preferred them. And I'm not going to say I won't set up another platform like this, but you know, I think it also would have been difficult for me. I wanted to have like a paid for tier. I was thinking if I start a new one, I must start with a paid option because people see what it was like and all of those things. But it's just too much admin. It's just too much time for me now, and it takes too much focus away from the main part of my business, unfortunately. So yeah, interesting times, should I say. So yeah, it's not like the community is dissolved, and it's not like it's anyone's fault, it's the tech. So I need to think about that. Any other comments from anyone?
Yeah, this is very sad news because I really,
It is.
love this platform. It's so
Yeah.
much better than Facebook or LinkedIn or any of those.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was just thinking, I don't know Slack, but Slack could potentially be a possibility. I don't know it.
So Therese, I've thought about
Played
that.
with it a little bit.
I've thought about Slack, I've thought about Discord, I've thought about those kind of things, and I'm not ruling them out and saying no. The thing with those kind of platforms, and I would choose Discord over Slack. I don't think Slack, from a talent sources perspective, I know I can crack into a lot of Slack groups, and I don't want that happening to our group. Discord will be a safer kind of option. It is a possibility, but again, it's now transferring everything to there. So I'd rather everyone back to Facebook, maybe for a month, 2, 3, maybe 4. Maybe once we get quiet again, November, December, I can start looking at other places and other options for us. So yeah, let's see. Never say never. But it also still amazes me, back to again what Jerry was saying, the reluctance of people to move across from Facebook. Now, on a personal note, I actually love spending less time on Facebook because I find Facebook, I look at it and I find it like an incredible time suck. And next thing, it's like, even for me, like 5 minutes of my day is a lot for me to be sitting on Facebook. And I'd be like, shit, okay, this is, and I haven't missed that. I really and truly haven't missed being stuck on Facebook because I haven't had to go there because there hasn't been much for me to do. So, Amy, I've looked at Skool as well. Skool's actually one of the more expensive ones. So if you're looking at Heartbeat and Circle, your entry level for a monthly fee is $50 that you need to pay. The number of members that goes up. I mean, we shot up in 2.5, 3 months to nearly 400 members. So that would put us at more like $100 on a lot of these tiers, and Skool starts at more expensive from that perspective. So to have a free community where there's something that has to be paid, it's difficult. So then I'd need to really think about how do I charge memberships, and then it comes down to the admin of the invoicing and who would pay and all of those kind of things. And I ideally, to be honest, wanted to keep it as a free thing for as long as possible with a very premium paid for tier, because I think the community needed the freeness of it, because not everyone could afford it, but it was a nice to have. Yeah. So any other comments from anyone? Good, bad, ugly? Hit me with it. Any other comments? So then I've just got one more thing to share, and then we can just actually have a chat. Is I want to get your opinion on something, everyone in this group over here. So what I notice a lot in the Facebook group, and it's actually rule number 1, is your job postings must be industry specific. So you can't go and post on there that you're looking for a DevOps engineer, but you can say, either I'm a recruiter, this is what I do, I'm looking for work, or you could say we're a UK-based company, we're looking for South African recruiters, because the jobs are specific. So let me go and let me just quickly show you an example over here. Hold on, there we go. Okay, right. Good old I love four ways. Someone's rash. This is why I didn't miss Facebook, right? I mean, look at that. Do you want to see someone's rash? This is really why I didn't miss the platform. Okay, so let's go into the talent hunters. Yeah, no, it's true. It's a big reason. So here we go. So just to show you what I can see in the background. So we've got a participation request. So Joe's, I like you. I'm going to approve your application into the group. There we go. Every new person that comes in, I have to approve, okay? And for the first time that everyone posts, I have to approve, which wasn't on before, okay? So that's something that I've put in place. I've also made it so there's no anonymous posting. But what I want to show you over here, let me just quickly go into community home, is that if you ever look over here, like this person posted they're in the recruitment industry and a whole lot of people in the recruitment industry could respond. Now, if I look at activity log, I'll show you one of the posts that I declined. So there was some, I declined this post over here. Let me have a look at it. Wow. Hi all, looking for a fractional payroll manager. Please email me directly at that. Okay. So what are our thoughts around this? Because we can change it, okay? A community is, we come up with community decisions. Do we allow any roles that can be posted on here? So whether you're looking for a financial manager, a marketing assistant, Azure architect, you can post for it here and then that will lead to joint placements. Do we allow that, or do we say that it can only be HR and industry related? What would your thoughts around that be? Because I'm grappling with that myself. What I don't want is the group to turn into like one massive hookup where it just becomes messy and you've got people from a whole lot of different industries or posting loads of roles. Okay, Kaz, coming it through loud and clear. I like your response, because I still wanted to have that thinking of it's only HR or talent sourcing or recruiting kind of roles. So guys, put your results in the chat there like Kaz has. So let me know what you think, because again, it's a community decision. I just didn't want it to turn into a bit of a free-for-all. Okay, thanks, Jerry. What do the rest of you think? Okay. Perfect, agree, Therese. Okay, brilliant. Okay, perfect. We can just go back to this now. Okay.
If I may make a comment on that, I don't know. I mean, because the obviously the Wave community works in a way you have the different channels, I call it, or whatever, where you can, maybe if Facebook, this channel can allow you. So the general channel is this HR related, and then we can have a separate one maybe for those roles. I don't think there's harm in that, but yeah, like you said, it's going to get messy. Right?
And it's also, don't think it's physically possible on Facebook. Like we could have done that on Superwave, but on Facebook you can't have different channels and those kind of things. Yeah, so that's how I stop those posts, but people get really grumpy with me when I block their posts. So I get, oh, come on, Van, and all of those things. Faye, you're right, something could come out of it, but I like Leonie's answer over here. She says, a request on where help can be found on difficult positions. Those posts I do allow. So every now and again also, like I was contacted today by a maybe you guys listen up, maybe you can help me, very senior marketing manager, stroke director, stroke executive from a top SA corporate, okay, who is going to be on the market in 3 months' time. I actually don't know any marketing recruiters off the top of my head. So I'm like, I don't know where to send your CV. So that's something I would have posted maybe tomorrow in the group of who are the recruiters who specialize in the marketing space. So that's not saying I've got a marketing candidate, whatever, it's, there we go. So on that note, I think that we all agree. So we got, Joe's also said that it would be better to keep it in the recruitment industry, as we have a lot of others, we have a lot of platforms. So yeah, I agree. There's a lot of other platforms for that. The second thing that that I want to ask about, what should be allowed on the Facebook group or not, and I'll go back to posting an interesting article that will be scheduled for 6 o'clock every morning, because I think those are good shares and people get value from them, and links to free events and those kind of things. I'll just shift it across to the Facebook group. Is when you have a good candidate that you want to kind of, you've got a great candidate, you know that they're easily going to be snapped up in the market. Should you be allowed then in the Facebook group to put that person's CV and maybe a link to their LinkedIn and contact details on the group? What are your thoughts around that? Yeah, same problem.
Dan, if I could also just, sorry, I want to type, but for some other reason it doesn't want to work in the type box.
Yeah, it's tired. It's just been a long day, Chantal. Just give your keyboard a break, man.
I like the idea of having the request on the group, like if you know anybody in the marketing space or any recruiters, and then they can send the CV to those, you know, privately. I'm just thinking about what effect it may have on Poppy if you just post a CV on a group and you, unless you have
Yeah, good
permission
point.
from, yeah, so that's the only reason
Yeah.
why I think it should rather be sent privately.
Yep. Okay. So that's a good way of getting around it. So I'll put a little video together. Oh, my slides just changed by itself. That wasn't me. I think that's a very good point, is that Poppy and contact details, and people don't always get the permission. So then I want to direct you guys back to, and Sasha, put in the chat the candidate box, please, on Job Crystal. So let's put all of those candidates back into, I've also have been forgetting to do that myself, so we must remember that. Maybe if we can, on the Facebook group, Sasha, early next week, just make a note about posting about candidate box again. Let's remind people to put on there. Okay, maybe have it within one post with job posting, CV and feature, or put it to the group. I'm not sure it's possible. That's a good idea, Joyce. Yeah, absolutely. Also, I've redone the rules of the group, so it's all ready to fly. I just need to put it up tomorrow. And make an announcement and record a video, but I'm recording quite a bit of new content tomorrow for my YouTube channel, so I'll do all of this stuff all at once. So I'll make sure I brush my hair in the morning because it's a recording day. And I'm not just wearing my Offer Zen t-shirt, I'll wear like something else. Okay, thanks, Sash. Thank you for that. Okay, so what else I want to hear from you too is back to the Facebook group. How can we improve on the Facebook group? Any ideas from anyone? Anything that I could do as an administrator? It will be open up from tomorrow. So Jerry, I know we're still going to do your 15 minutes of fame. I'm posting yours tomorrow morning. Okay, and then there was another lady that I did, which I'll probably post on Monday, but I'm also going to do a LinkedIn post about all of those and put links to the chats and whatever. That's going to be slightly more difficult. I do get in the analytics, it's actually quite interesting on Facebook. I do get the pending post, scheduled post, group rules. Where is it? Sorry, I've been around here so much. So this is where the community roles are. So this is where I'm going to start picking on or asking people in the community to be moderators for me. Just again, with all of the travel, there's going to be a lot of moderating that comes through. So I'm going to be doing a request for that. If anyone wants to put their hand up and say, we'll be a moderator, that will be great. And then also I can see growth. You can see the growth. There's a lot of data around here, engagement, participants. So Jerry, you actually are our top contributor, just because you were being the policeman for me, which I loved, of trying to get people to move across. But you can see over here that you do get that. So we can also have top contributors, but it is just something that's a little bit more difficult to try and manage. So who's got any ideas around how we could do better with the Facebook group, do better with what we have? Any ideas? What do you see in other Facebook groups that's really outstanding that we can just copy? Any ideas? So just type away. I think definitely having more moderators is going to help, because sometimes if I am stuck in a long training session or on an aeroplane or delivering training, then I do miss posts that need to be quickly shared and posted and things like that. Yeah, Therese, me neither. I was quite enjoying it, as I said. Haven't joined or interacted on many Facebook groups. Yeah. Well, if you see anything, then just let me know. I'm always open to suggestions around that. Yeah. I think also the problem with this community was getting people to move across was it was unfamiliar. And if people didn't take the time to get familiar with the platform, then they stuck to what they knew, which was Facebook. So you've got a little bit of a conundrum here, because you've got some people that really dislike Facebook, don't want to be spending a whole lot of time there anymore. And then you've got the people that love the new, breath of fresh air or superwave. Yeah, Leonie, you're right. It's that whole change thing. So cool, guys. I know that you're busy people. I don't want to take up too much of your time, just waffling. So just a heads up, I am in Joburg on the 28th of May. If any of you guys are Joburg based and you want to grab a coffee, we're just doing it our regular spots. So if you're around, it will be Bootlegger Design Quarter. So come and have a coffee. I'll get the normal crew. Yay, Leonie, I'll buy you a coffee. There we go. And a cake. How does that sound? We'll celebrate. And not every day you're 21. So yeah.
Perfect, Van. The only problem is it will have to be the afternoon because I've got a 3-hour meeting.
Oh no, you cancel it. It's your birthday, damn it.
Oh no, it's our group meeting. I've already missed a few because I did a half marathon last week and all that sort of thing. So yeah.
Whoa, nice. Okay. Well, listen, let's see what we can do. I'm probably gonna be around there all day. I'm just scheduling meetings with clients.
Okay.
I'll
make a plan.
And yeah, so we'll make a plan, even if you do some of it there or whatever we do. So if anyone is around, then that will be great. And then we fly out on the 29th of May. So so communities on WhatsApp. Okay, let's go to questions now. And Barbara, I will come to you. Doug, I'm on one community on WhatsApp and it drives me nuts. Okay, it's set up like a proper community group. I can maybe try and show it to you. It's always busy, and you can see it's got like different channels. It's called Search Markets. It's actually out of the UK, and it's got loads of different channels. I find that it's so irritating that even if there is something that's relevant, I don't even read it anymore. It's just too busy. I think WhatsApps are becoming a bit overused. It's like SMSs. I mean, do you ever read an SMS these days? Or is it always just a bank notification and that's what's happening with WhatsApps. I think it's lost its kind of impetus there. So yeah. Leonie, I'm actually voting on the 27th of May down here in Plet, and then we fly that afternoon up to Joburg. We got a special compensation thing because we fly overseas on the 29th of May. So yeah. Barbara, question? Just unmute yourself.
There we go. Sorry. See, I am very much a learner. So I'm relatively new to the community. So I need to ask a question in terms of protocol. I'm always very concerned about stepping on toes and doing the wrong thing. I only noticed yesterday the opportunity to advertise candidates as such. And I do know that some are incredibly generous and just hand over details of candidates. There are certain times when I've searched really hard for that candidate and it's required quite a bit of resourcing. So what is the protocol with shared placements, or is that not do we not share placements?
It's completely up to you. I mean, I thought some people do post really good candidates on there. They leave out all the contact details and the names, and they just say, I have a top marketing executive, they work in this industry, etc., etc. Contact me for joint placements. So that's one way of doing it. Some people, like myself, to be honest, I haven't got time for that, but I do get a lot of people reaching out to me to say, I'm on the market, can you assist me? Instead of turning around and saying no, I say no, but I now run a recruitment community and I'm quite happy to share your details, here. So
great, thanks.
Yeah, so it all depends, and same will apply to the Facebook group. If you've got a really good candidate, let's have a look at those kind of posts and then see if we can look at, it does make sense. If that's what you do, shared placements make sense, I get that.
Yeah, and it's in the cybersecurity space, which is highly sought after at the moment, but only, there's only one job and 3 candidates.
Yeah, no, exactly, 100%. Cool, no worries, not a problem. So yeah, guys, so that's it. So I need to actually start getting my head around that and posting that it's going to be no longer sending out the emails. I just wanted to have this meeting first just to let you guys know. So unfortunate as it is, again, out of our control. So yeah, so if you can start spreading the word, if you've got teams that are on there or whatever, as I say, I leave here on the 27th of May, probably the week before. So I think that's 2 full weeks that we have here now. I'll start like closing it down and those kind of things, and sending out the emails. And let's just see how we go with the Facebook group. You'll see quite a few changes and things coming on there in the next couple of days, and we'll get that properly up and running, and get some moderators involved, and yeah, let's see how it goes. Cool, guys. Well, have a good afternoon.
Thanks, you too.
Yeah, nice to see you all, and I hope to see some of you in Joburg, and if not, yeah, somewhere around the place. I'm next in Cape Town for HR Works. Yeah, see you up there. So Faye, yeah, come and have a coffee on the 28th.
Yes, I'll see you then.
Brilliant, brilliant. Cape Town, 16th of October. I'll be in Cape Town for the HR Works annual conference, if anyone's attending that.
So how long will you be in Cape Town?
I'll probably be down there for the week.
Okay, so you'll be there on the 18th.
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
So if I don't see you the 28th of May, I might see you in Cape Town because it's the Cape Town Marathon that weekend.
Oh, is it? Well, that's good to know as well. Okay. Okay. Good. Thanks for the heads up. Okay, excellent. Thanks, guys. So we'll chat again soon. Nice to see you. Thank you very much. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Okay,
you.
Sash, we'll chat. I'm sure that we'll be in touch. Thank you. Okay, see you later. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Cheers. Stop the recording.